Prime Minister is moving perhaps towards the ghats from the Lalla Virajman temple to the construction site of the Divya Bhavya Ram temple that's coming up at Ayodhya. The Prime Minister, of course, also has his views on what the temple and the entire temple complex should look like. And we've seen this puja, we've seen this at the Kashi corridor. We've seen this at the Kedar Puri. The Prime Minister has a view on where things should be in the temple complex, so that when pilgrims come, when students come, when people from overseas come, they come and see a world-class temple. Why is it that when we go to Vatican, even tourists go there and they pay big money? People should come to Maryada Purushottam Sri Ram temple, or they should go to Kashi corridor, they should go to Mahakal Ujjain or the Kedar Dham and see how rich our culture is.
Absolutely, that's where you hit the nail, Gaurav, that the whole point is that if Vatican is seen with so much pride and as an international tourism destination where people of all other religions also go just to watch the spectacular view, why not do it even with our religion and here in country? Now, I just want to update you here, Gaurav. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, now I understand why there was this long margin between his first and second destination. Because it was because of the inspection. It was not just going to be an overview. He's asking questions, he's interacting, he's checking places, he's checking specific areas of the temple. That clearly means that the description that he's getting is with an interaction as well. And after he's done with this site, Gaurav, with the visuals running on our screen, he's coming to the Ram Katha Park where I am standing. Because after paying the puja and the darshan to the Ram Lalla Virajman, he will be now interacting with the symbolic adult version of the King Ram and Ma Sita, Lord Hanuman, and all of them who've been sitting here. Because this is where the coronation is. This is where the exile that had got over and a war that had been won by King Ram. At that point, he managed to get his wife safely back. Coming back to the birthplace here, he will be crowned by Prime Minister Modi and Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath. So he's coming here in the next few minutes. And in case you've not heard me correctly, Malani Avasti is rating inconsistently, Avad Aaye, Bhagwan Ram.
Oh, absolutely. And what a glorious day that must have been after 14 years of Vanvas, living in exile. The Prime Minister, okay, now there is a gift of what the Ram temple will look like, a replica of the Sri Ram temple being presented to Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Let's dip in and listen in.
समिति की तरफ से इस कार्य में पुनीत कार्य में लगे हुए कर्मवीर और साथ ही साथ इस कार्य में लगे हुए कार्यदायी संस्था और श्री राम जन्मभूमि क्षेत्र के पदाधिकारी। निश्चित तौर से अगर इस मंदिर की बात करें तो मुख्य मंदिर 10 एकड़ क्षेत्र में होगा और मंदिर परिसर 60 और एकड़ क्षेत्र में होगा। तकरीबन 70 एकड़ क्षेत्र में यह मंदिर विस्तारित होगा। मंदिर परकोटे के बाद जो मंदिर परिसर होगा उसमें तकरीबन 6 अन्य मंदिर बनाए जाएंगे। वहां पर शेषनाग जी का मंदिर, शेषनाग स्वरूप में भगवान लक्ष्मण का मंदिर होगा, जटायु का स्मारक वहां पे होगा। और इस समय देखें कि किस तरीके से प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी इस महायज्ञ में लगे हुए लोगों से वार्तालाप कर रहे हैं।
Okay, this is Prime Minister Narendra Modi interacting with the Shramjeevis. He's done that at Kedarnath, he's done that at the Kashi corridor, he's done that at the Ujjain temple. He speaks to the workers who are a part of this Mahayagya. He's complimented them about the tapasya. This is actually a Mahayagya they're all participating in.
प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी का ये विलक्षण स्वभाव है कि वो जहां भी इस तरीके के निर्माण कार्य में लगे हुए व्यक्ति होते हैं उनसे उनके अनुभव पूछते हैं, उनको प्रेरित करते हैं। देख रहे हैं कि किस तरीके से नवयुवक हमारे
He's speaking to the engineers, he's speaking to the supervisors.
इस पुनीत कार्य को संपादित कर रहे हैं।
He's sharing his thoughts, he's getting to know their feedback. At Kedarnath, we spoke to some of the Shramjeevis that the Prime Minister had interacted with, and they said that they were so excited that they wanted to work despite the heavy snowfall, that they wanted to continue with the work because they knew they were doing God's work. They were working for the construction of a temple, and they would tell their great-grandchildren that they were the ones who were involved in the task, for example, of building the Sri Ram temple, or the new Kedarpuri, or the Kashi Mahakal, the Kashi Vishwanath temple, or the Ujjain Mahakal corridor, that they were the ones who were engaged in the task of once again taking India to its cultural heights and to its glory. So when we spoke to those workers at Kedarpuri, they were extremely excited about talking to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and of course engaged in the task. And they were all painstakingly recording their contribution. They were recording their work. They were taking pictures, they were writing notes. All the hardships that they had faced, especially at an altitude of 11,500 feet at Kedarnath, and yet it was a yajna, so they were a part of it. Similarly, workers at Ayodhya, their biggest challenge, they say, is to ensure they are able to keep to deadlines and timelines despite like the recent flooding of that area, and yet they want to continue with the work. So they are willing to work in multiple shifts, given the extra hours that are required for this Mahayagya. The Prime Minister also encouraging them, telling them how important their work is. Now the Prime Minister, after meeting officials including Ripendra Mishra and Champat Rai and others, now walking towards the Ram Katha Park, which is where my colleague Pooja Shali is. And Pooja, the Rajabhishek, the Prime Minister is in a way claiming what is rightfully ours as a nation and telling the world about it. This is what the Sanatan Dharma, the Sanatan culture is all about. Come, see this and benefit from it.